Hey guys, Vex here, and welcome to a special look at a game that is in closed beta. That's right, Cardfight Online. Now, I've been playing this game since the physical game since the first set released in Japanese, which is God, a few years now. Yeah. So I thought I'd like to take you on a look at this, and hopefully you can still invite yourself if you weren't aware of the beta being available. You might still be able to sign up for the next wave. This is the last day of this current period, as you can see. So yeah, it's a card game. Obviously, it's based on a physical card game published by Bushiroad of Japan. Actually, no, this is Bushiroad. Southeast Asia, I suppose, technically produces this. So we've got a couple of quests here. It's a lot like Hearthstone. You get quests each day. I've got to defeat 7 rearguards and win with 3 specific clans, which I wish I could change. That's the only thing I wish I could change this one, because I don't have a good deck there. It is pretty buggy at the moment, but that's to be expected of a game that is in closed beta. I want to make that very clear. This game is in closed beta. It was an invite. There was a public, like, you know, sign up for our beta thing, but it is a closed beta. It is designed to test the bugs and the systems and, I suppose, get people excited at the same time. As you can see, we've got gold here, which is used to purchase packs and sleeves and playmats, and CP is used to craft cards. You basically disenchant cards and you get CP. I don't have any packs or enough coins for packs. Maybe if I complete these quests. So we'll just jump straight into a card fight itself. You can do free fight or ranking. There will be tournaments, and you can play tutorials. You can play clan fight or extreme fight. I think most people will be playing clan fight, just because extreme fight has some weird stuff going on. So yes, as you can see here, these are the decks. These are 5 trial decks that you actually just get for free. This one's been tweaked to be 2 copies of the Gear Chronicle deck. I think for this match we will use the Link Joker, because that's one of the quests, and it's also one of the fairly strong ones. I think the Royal Paladin deck is the strongest. So we'll just jump in here with this, and hopefully we'll be able to win. Matchmaking is pretty quick, which is a good thing. The game loads up fairly quick, even on my really old machine. The majority of bugs are things like camera locks, network dropouts. There's a few skill bugs, but for the most part, it's fairly feature complete. It's just buggy as well, obviously being a beta. So if any bugs do occur in this match, don't worry about that being in the final release. That is just something that, you know, that happens. So, select our starting Vanguard. You don't have to do this. You can set that up in deck building. It's just the Link Joker trial deck that I have doesn't actually set it up to start with. And now we're getting pretty low frame rate because I'm recording, but it plays fairly well while I'm not recording. So it is. As far as graphics go, it is pretty well optimized. It is a little bit laggy at times. That could just be my computer, but I think there are some things that could be sped up, like drive checks can be sped up, and there's a few other things, but nothing too major. In terms of the gameplay and the layout and stuff is actually really well developed. I am actually really pleasantly surprised at how well the game feels to play in general, and it runs pretty well. The graphics are all clear, and the layout of as you can see, the layouts of the field are pretty clear. So yeah, it is quite a good game as far as this kind of thing goes. It really has drawn heavily on the success of Hearthstone, which is a good thing. obviously it's still Vanguard. And whether Vanguard is to your taste or not, that's another matter entirely, isn't it? So, I mean, it is very much a luck-based Japanese card game, so... yeah, that's in his face. It does have a little problem sometimes recognizing a button click. That's probably just lag from my end as such. I wouldn't say 100%, but it is pretty good. As you can see, the card art is nice, and you can right click on it to bring up things. This is one thing, the trigger checks can take a fair while. They take a bit too long. But, you know, the art is nice and clear, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that was my drive check, wasn't it? Yeah. But yeah, it's really solid. I have to say that, you know, because it is in closed beta, and so all those bugs that exist are to be expected. The amount of work gone into the interface and the gameplay to make it feel like Vanguard and feel really smooth is really good. Do I want to guard with my Proto-Son? Not really. Okay, we won't guard that one. And you can get different avatars than this, it's just you don't start. I'm not sure whether they carry through. Oh, nice, got a distortion. Just add the power there. I think one of the things that has to be changed is when it comes to selecting locked units. It's really hard to tell where that red border goes around. Do I want to guard? No, I won't guard. But you can see the art. Like I love this kind of thing. Like some Unlinked Joker stuff is really nice looking. Trigger checks can take a bit long. Another draw trigger. Wow, I'm really luck sacking today. Look at all this luck sacking. That threw me into another null. And yeah, like Hearthstone, you can right click and say stuff. Can I top deck? Let's just play this. So it's hard to play in full game time because, you know, let's call this here. I can attack his rear guard over there. I'll save this for next turn. Just because. Now, for strategy and things when it comes to Vanguard, there's a lot of things going around, and I wouldn't say I'm an expert. It's not like I've gone to any high-profile events or anything. I have played the game a long time, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm good. But I like to think I'm fairly solid, you know. Boost, yes, thank you. Yeah, sometimes it's not really. I mean, not the game interface. Sometimes it just kind of doesn't click. And ending phases and things can be a little bit buggy. Selecting things while things are going through animations and stuff can be a little bit buggy. It doesn't. There's a lot of optimization still needed, but the core gameplay is most definitely there. Is that in the trial there? No, it's a comment in the set. Okay. I wasn't 100% because I saw that before in another match. See, this is the thing that happens sometimes. Sometimes the camera gets locked on while they're selecting the trigger effect. It can get locked on to the one thing. We are fairly set up for next turn. So yeah, I mean, look at these rearguard circles. You can see the things going on, the Guardian circle, the Vanguard circle. Oh, he's got a G assist. Okay, cool. Oh no, he didn't get to. He got screwed. Oops. Just dropped my filter there. But yeah, I'm actually now using, you might hear a difference in the audio quality, I'm currently using a new condenser mic that I bought. It's really good. Yeah, I'm really pleased to have it. Okay. I don't know a lot of the Royal Paladin cards. So yeah, I'm using a new mic. Hopefully it sounds a lot better than previously. Not that I had... I mean, I suppose my headset wasn't too bad, but this thing is like a proper studio mic with like a shock mount filter, and I've got it on a stand and stuff. It looks really professional sitting in my computer desk, even though like I am so tiny. I really want to guard that. I really want to guard that. Because I don't have many ways to use its thingy. So yeah, I really wouldn't include those in a full deck, but because I'm using just a trial deck, a thing you have, you know. Yeah, it's a nice new mic, and I hope it sounds really good when you're listening to this, because I really like it. It makes me look super professional, even though I am clearly not. There you go. So I'm actually really looking forward to this coming out. I haven't had a chance to play a lot of Vanguard. I was up in Brisbane last week and I got to play a couple of games, but ultimately I found that I was falling behind a fair bit on the game, which is a shame because I quite like. At least I'd like to say used to like the back and forth it had going. Now it's gotten really weird. Some of the decks are really strong and overpowering, and it's just, they don't cost anything to use. It's just kind of weird. I mean, I like the idea of strides, but god, some of them are just like, oh yeah, here's like this really strong stride that you can just like have no cost on, and that's it. Which is really silly because when I had my Dimensional Police deck, it was kind of like, you know, here's this really easy to use, or not easy to use, here's this really hard to use stride. You know, you've got to have like 40k, 45k power, and then you get an extra effect out of it. Meanwhile, you've got stuff like the Royal Power one, it's just like, oh yeah, you can call 2 guys and get like a bunch of power out of it, just for like nothing else. So it's just kind of one of those games that can be good, can be bad. It all depends on the development of the game. And we're only in set 1, and it's also only currently the Generation Stride set so far. So who knows? Maybe it'll be G regulation, and maybe that'll be better. All I know is that the Messiah deck I played against when I went up to Brisbane was just kind of really open, which is a bit of a shame. But I do like the game, and being able to play like free-to-play style on a Hearthstone type thing is just really good to have. Because it's not like I'm paying lots of money to build my deck or anything like that, so it's a shame. That's a shame, no trigger. I would like a second trigger. Let's take out this guy. Yeah, let's just go for damage. Sorry if I seem a bit rambly, it's because I'm trying to play and think and speak at the same time, and everything just kind of gets messed up in the head, you know, as it were. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think a game like Vanguard, which is kind of can have some kind of strangely overpowered things in weird ways, and is kind of a bit, it really does benefit from a free-to-play mode. Admittedly, I don't think the packs are as good as, say, Hearthstone packs. Hearthstone's you guaranteed 1 rare and you might get more, which is cool because then you might get epic and a rare in the same pack, or 3 legendaries or whatever. It's not likely, but it's possible. So yeah, this has similar things. Yeah. Okay, he gets a rear guard against a forward. It's kind of the basic thing. But you know, in this, I think the GRs are going to be ridiculously cost expensive, but at the same time, everyone sort of has the same. It's like Hearthstone, there's no trading yet, so it means... Oh, you can stride. Interesting. Oh, did you discard stuff? Okay. Ah, I used that. Okay. No, wait. I can't click arcade, which is... Oh, there it is. It was hidden. Sometimes it's graphical glitches like that, which, you know, happens. Okay, you get to get an alt yellow and put it in your hand. That's pretty cool. This guy's actually got a deck that's like built up and got a bit more. What is that? Oh, that's a that's a trial deck. Yep, okay. What is this card? Trying to right click. That's the only thing. Yeah, it's a rare from G. Okay. This guy's actually built up this deck and played other games and all that sort of stuff. Meanwhile, I've just kind of been bombing around and doing like 1-2 games here or there just to test the game out, because that's what it's for. That's what the beta is. I'm not too worried about building up a solid deck because at the moment I'm just... Okay, he's attacking with that. Do I want to guard it? Yeah, I'll guard this because it's going to be an easy guard. Because he's going to use that effect to overwrite and make that a power column. And all this other crazy stuff, so... Okay... Yep. Continue to do that. See? No. Fucking guard. Because I'm gonna guard that Vanguard effect. I'll guard the Vanguard effect. Because I don't want him calling rear guard. Is that a double rare? It is a double rare. Man, this guy's really built up that deck. Oh, maybe it's CFO. Maybe this guy is a thingy. Maybe that's why. Maybe he actually works for them. Should explain his deck to some degree. Not that yeah, it says CFO Michael, so... Yeah, perfect guard. I think the best thing that came about with the Generation Stride trial decks is the inclusion of 2 Nullguards per trial deck, which is huge. Like, Nullguards used to be expensive but necessary for every deck, and now they just come in trial decks, and there's like a common version of them. See, there's a double rare, that's just not... This guy, yeah, this guy is a guy who works for CFO. So if you're watching this video, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. Hi, Michael. I hope this helps you, helps the game develop more, helps more people get interested in the game, all that stuff. Not that many people watch my videos, but maybe they'll watch this one. This will probably attack my rear guard. Oh no, not Network Error. God. Oh well, that's a shame. Thanks for watching, guys. I was gonna get to Stride next turn. But yeah, as you can see, it is a fairly well done game that needs more polish, but the base game is solid in there. It just needs way more polish, which they know, they clearly know that this is a closed beta. It's not like they've released this to the public as such. I mean, for the most part, I think most people who applied to get into the beta is in the beta. So if you're already interested, then you're pretty much already in. But if you weren't interested, or you didn't get in for some reason, you know, maybe you just were unlucky, or you just didn't meet their requirements for whatever reason, you can get a good look at the game. And I know a lot of people have been playing it on Twitch and probably on YouTube. Sorry, for the last 2 weeks or so, but I was away for like the first week that it was out. And it's only just sort of now they've got it around to recording, so you know that's how things go sometimes. So yeah, hopefully I'll get more videos out. This it's starting now because I've got my brand new microphone, which I got just before I went away. I've got a lot of things I want to record, a couple of games I picked up, stuff like that. So who knows, maybe I'll go on Twitch as well. I'm trying to get more stuff going, even though my computer's crap. You know, just getting stuff done. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this gets you interested in Cardfight Online. I know it's really got me interested because now I can be able to play with my friends again. I'll be able to go, hey, want to play some Vanguard? We can go, okay. I live 3 hours away, but I can still play Vanguard with you, which is just fantastic. So I'd like to thank the guys at Bushiroad, as well as Delightworks Inc. and Cross Games Inc. for producing this game, because you don't often see many Japanese RPGs get English releases. I think there's Force of Will, and why Schwartz has picked up, which is also Bushiroad. Bushiroad has really picked up their game for the last few years to producing stuff in English, which is great. But outside of Bushiroad, there's Force of Will and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I mean, Duel Masters was produced by Hasbro, and Pokemon and is kind of, you know, they're the big ones. But smaller stuff like Vanguard and like Force of Will, and I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. It's really good to see that kind of stuff is making its way westward. So I hope that we see more of that stuff, and I hope we see virtual representations of that stuff. Like, I would pick up Force of Will online in a heartbeat, but you know, it's just hard to play a card game when the only game in town is Magic. Here, that is, like in Brisbane, oh, it's great, you can play whatever you want and people will play with you. But here, where there's only maybe a dozen people who play card games, it's kind of like, you know, Magic is it. I think they've also got Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon at my local, but I mean, you know, you got to play something big, or there's nobody. There's no guarantee. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this will get you interested. So, bye.